Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our day 3. We have been reading the story Cliffhanger, which I hope you all have enjoyed. We have been talking this week about related words that share a common morpheme, and they can sometimes be related in meaning. And while knowing the meaning of one word can give us a clue that will help us to determine the meaning of another word. So we have worked very hard this week so far, and I'm going to move on through and get us down to our last 2 words that we have here. So we're going to move on and let's take a look at our related word extra. And our first spelling word that we have here is extraordinary. And if you see, I've underlined, as always, when we break apart those pieces so that we can see what we know, what prior knowledge we have, what we can piece together, and what we can lock back together. So, extraordinary. And we find out using our resources, just like I tell you and remind you to do every week. Use what you have. There is nothing wrong with that. So we find out after using our dictionary that the meaning of extra, which is our related word, it means adding to an amount or in addition to. It's an additional piece to. Okay. So, and I know you've heard this before. Now, the difference is here we don't have a suffix, but we have another base word. It's ordinary. You've heard of the word ordinary. You've probably used it and written with it. You've used it in your writing. So we know that ordinary, and we've looked up that meaning so that we can piece both of these blocks back together. Ordinary means no special features, just normal. Okay, but we're going to change that meaning. And when we lock these 2 blocks together, these 2 word parts or segments, we're going to get a different meaning other than just an additional and ordinary. We're going to get another piece. We're going to get a new word. Okay, so that new word meaning is going to be now very unusual or remarkable. If something is extraordinary, that means that it is adding to something that doesn't have any special features. So if it's extraordinary now, the new word knowledge that I have is that it becomes very unusual or it's something that's remarkable. See how that word changed? See how that definition changed just by linking 2 pieces together. Very good. So let's take a look at extracurricular. Now, we've underlined the related word and we've highlighted it. We know that the meaning of extra is adding to an amount or additional. We've talked about that. Then we have the word curricular. Same thing. You've probably heard this and you were probably able to relate it to school. Curriculum. You've heard your teachers probably use that word. So we've looked up the word curricular to make sure that we know what that word segment means. What does that word piece mean? Well, that word piece means relating to your subjects in school, what you study, your math, science, social studies, reading, language arts. Then, now that you know what extra means, and then you know what curriculum means, now you can take those 2 pieces, lock them back together, and you're going to get a whole new meaning to file up here to increase that brain power, because knowledge is power. Say it every week. So we have a new word meaning now, and it means in addition to the normal subjects of study. That would be something possibly like a music class or an art class or a band class, a drama class, something that's in addition to or extra from what you already study, like in college or maybe in high school when you get to take your electives. All right. Well, you've done an absolutely wonderful job this week. This has been a little bit different, but you have done so well. So give yourself a big pat on the back. All right. Feel all that new brain power up there, that knowledge. You guys have done wonderful. Study hard for your test. I want to see some really good scores. And I will see you again next week for some more spelling and phonics skills. Bye bye for now.